story started differently than most. We were two people living on opposite sides of the world, and we met in a place neither of us lived in. On the first date Joel and I had, we walked around Vegas and he took me on the Ferris wheel. We were on top of the world in that Ferris wheel, and I felt the same ever since. From that moment, we couldn't get enough of each other. We spoke all day, every day. Looking back on our journey, it's clear that our odds of even having a chance at attempting a life together were incredibly small. But when I met Joel, that was it. It took one date for me to fall completely in love with him. I genuinely knew from the moment I met him, in his white button-down shirt and his jeans that were way too tight, that I wanted to spend my life with him. Before today, Joel was my other half. My quiet, sometimes temperamental, creative, occasionally patient, kind, charming, loving, house cleaning, dog walking, Lego obsessed better half. But today we became one. We are no longer two halves of a story. We are whole. The greatest accomplishment I will ever have is that I somehow tricked Joel into spending the rest of his life with me. Joel, I love you more than I could ever put into words, and I cannot wait to see what the rest of our life together holds. I'm honored to be your best friend. I'm honored to be your wife. You are cinema. I could watch you forever. I love you.
We're here in this beautiful setting, surrounded by the people we love. I've just married the girl of my dreams. It doesn't get any better than this. Of course, my stunning bride Rose. How is it possible for a bride to look so beautiful? Rose, there are no words to describe how amazing you look tonight. I first met Rose in a hotel in Vegas. It's not what you're thinking. I was literally dumbstruck by her beauty and unable to speak. But when we finally did get talking, the conversation flowed, and she hasn't stopped talking since. We embarked on a long-distance relationship, which became an expensive hobby of mine. I couldn't keep away, and neither could she. Finally, in April 2015, Rose came to London for good. She came with baggage, serious baggage, like 8 suitcases. And she also brought her son, Ollie. Flying Ollie over to London was probably the most extravagant thing I've ever done. We share the dog evenly. Rose cuddles and stroke him. I feed and walk him. I love him. He loves Rose. Ever since her arrival, just over 3 years ago, Rose has not only has a fantastic job, but managed to accumulate more friends than I have in 27 years. Rose, when did I first fall in love with you? It wasn't when I tasted your cooking. And it wasn't when I realised how untidy you were. But I guess you got me for that. But it was when I could see how thoughtful, kind and caring you are. Neither of us are perfect, but together we make the perfect couple. Rose, I know you wanted me to cry the moment I saw you walk down the aisle, but I'm not an emotional person. However, seeing you look so incredibly beautiful in your wedding dress wearing a smile that never fails to melt my heart, it was impossible not to. Rose, I knew you were the girl for me from the very first time I laid eyes on you. And being with you just gets better and better. You're one of life's special people, my very best friend, my soulmate. And I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. So ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in raising a glass to my stunning new wife, Mrs. Rose McGilder.